The money's in the owner's pockets?
Yes.
Yeah, but
that's what you're asking the owners to do, is to pay the players.
Yes.
The money's in their pockets, so they have to be the ones to pay them. Yes?
Yes. They have to be the ones that pay them.
They have the money. They have that part of the control. The players have the product. That's their part of the control.
But see, this is the point I made to you earlier.
If they both quit right now, the owners have more money. But the business just isn't working. And that's what I'm telling you, is that from a standpoint of a business owner, that's what they are. They're business owners. Their business isn't making them money. So why should they have to take money out of their own pockets to pay for that business to work?
Because that's how any business works.
It really is not. No.
You don't just have a free business and say, oh, yeah, this is what we do.
It's not free, though. They pay millions of dollars to own it.
Yeah. And you're paying millions of dollars for the players. That's what you wanted.
And the players wanted to play baseball to make a shitload of money, and that's what they're doing.
I don't think most of them played to make a shitload of money. They played because they're really good at it and they like it.
Oh, so they're going to bitch about making 80% of their wage?
Yes. Because they're that good.
What's the goddamn difference then?
Because we're not in a position where we make that much money to criticize it, is my point.
Just economics. There's no fucking business being done.
There could be business being done, though.
There's 30
That's the point.
Teams. You could pick two of the fucking teams behind me, and they could have, they could be really, really empathetic owners and be like, it's no big deal. We got you. We'll figure this shit out together. I know I've got the money to fucking spend. We're gonna fucking eat. Why is it okay for that person to feel? Why is it okay for that person to feel that way, but not okay for the 26 whatever MLB roster spots? Like, oh, thank God he's paying us still.
Because they're supplying him with his product. They're making him his money.
They're not supplying him a goddamn thing over the last 3 months. What do you mean?
Yeah, but when the plane comes back, they're the reason he's making money. He's not making money just because he owns the Braves.
You don't know. I don't know. I'm not even trying to pretend like I know what 80%, why it's 80%. The only number I fucking know is that 35 or whatever, and that was, or 30%, and that was 3 years ago, and that's the only fucking number I know. And simple math tells me that if you cut the fucking TV revenue in half, which would be 70%, so that's 35. We'll maybe round it up to fucking 40 because of the demand for it. So then they're still losing out on 60% of their revenue.
Okay.
I did my math wrong. It was supposed to be less than that because the lower number is what they're making because there's no ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 40% in half to 20% each. Because it would be 30. Yeah, so for 2017, it was 30% of the revenue. So there's 70 left. Cut it in half, 35. We'll round it up to 40 because people want to watch sports. So it's just 40%. I took the 60. So just 40% in half is 20. So 20% of whatever the fuck.
20% of $8 billion.
Yeah, so that's for each party. So 40 total each party is if that's revenue.
Is if MLB is projecting to not lose, like if you're doing it there where MLB still makes, say, even 44%, right? If MLB makes 40%, then why are we cutting players? Then why is it okay to cut player salaries up to 60%? If you're still making 40%. Like, yes, you lost that 60%. I get that. You did. But your 40% loss of $10.7 billion is a lot lower than that loss from 35 to 7.8 million. So why is that part okay? That's my thing.
Man, there's no one getting paid. Do you think when those players come back, they're not going to want team doctors and all that shit there? And trainers and
they're not going to have to do that. They already supply that.
They won't if they can't fucking afford it. Someone's not eating because there's no money being made.
Yeah, and those people not eating are the people who work for the the team, yeah, and that sucks. But they're also not going to be there because you're not going to pay someone to run a concession stand when there are no fans. So, I mean, you have to look at it that way. Those people are going to be cut regardless. So that's already money that you're going to be making back anyway because you're not paying those people.
You're not making it back. You're just not making it, period.
Yep. No, you're not paying that person. You're not paying that person at all, right? Yeah, I know you're not getting the ticket sales, but that's also less money you're paying people. So, yeah, you're making less from ticket gates.
That person makes as much as that person makes as much as one thing of nachos, dude. Like, they're losing so much money as far as just that. Even if it's not a TV deal, there's still, like, that's still a part of it.
Yeah, they're still, I get it. They're still losing a lot, but to ask the players to take into, like, you want the players to put out there and put their lives at risk and to, you know, for.
I'm not asking them to do a fucking thing. I already said just don't do it.
Yeah, but I know we agree on that part. If the players don't want to do it, don't do it. And I'm not going to complain either way because I get it. I wouldn't ask someone else to do something. Like if I made that much money and I didn't have to go to work, I wouldn't go to work, obviously.
Yeah.
Not if Walgreens asked me to take, 80% of my pay cut, 60%, I'm not going to go to work and be just as at risk. So I get that part of it. But my thing is, I don't know. Do
I sound any better?
Sounds about the same.
Fuck.
I mean, it didn't sound bad before.
I've been recording for about 20 minutes now.
Yeah, I see the little thing. I don't know. I'm more with the players on this.
It seems like you're trying to pick a side, and I feel like there's not a side to be picked. It's just the whole thing's fucked.
I think that the way it is
for it, but there's nothing happening, and this is what's going to happen to the whole fucking world soon, bro. When people start going back to work, like me, and that's why I'm surprised I'm going back to work already. Who the fuck's going to go buy cars as soon as they go back to work?
Well, the car
once these people aren't getting these little stimulus checks anymore, and there's no spending money on anything because they're just making money back.
But the percentage rates on cars are really low right now, so now's a good time to buy a car. If you have a job and you can.
That's for the banks, though. I'm saying, like, just in general. Like, the banks are going to give a loan at a low percentage rate because they still want the business, but...
More stuff is going to open up, so there's going to be more money around. Like, stuff's going to open up eventually.
But initially is what I'm getting at. There's nothing being done, and that's what I've been saying.
Yeah, but... Fucked. So here's what I'm also saying, too, is if they make more money from their games being on TV than people being at the games. And if stuff still is, if say half the stuff isn't open up in July, there's going to be potentially more people to watch their games if it's on TV. So you have more potential to make more money that way than you do people being at the game.
Sure, I'm not disputing that.
So if there's that potential of it, and that's where the players see it too, is, hey, there's a potential where we're going to be the only sport on TV, and we're going to be drawing more viewers than we've ever drawn for a random Wednesday game, then why are we expecting to take this much more or less?
Because there's no money to pay them.
Right now.
It's all just expectations, dude. What if it doesn't happen? You've already said you wouldn't want to pay for it. You wouldn't want to pay for those 6 people to keep their jobs?
No, I wouldn't want to pay to watch the Braves without whoever. You're not paying anyways. The owners are going to want to pay because they made $10.7 billion last year from this. So that's why they're going to want to. That's why they're going to want to have baseball.
I mean, no one's wrong. The whole thing's just fucked. But my point is that there is no business to pay anybody. Once it opens up, there will be, sure, but there's not now. And I think that's the player's point, is there will be business. So if we made so much, you know what I mean? If we made so much last year, why are we going to doomsday numbers now when we're going to make money? And then once the 82 games, right? So we're thinking like what, 4 or 5 games a week? No, I mean, when do they think the season's going to start if it does? July 4th weekend. July 4th. So that's a whole other month away. Mm-hmm. Month and a half.